All right, we have live shots of JD Vance and his family at Amer Fort in Jaipur. Those are the live shots, and we can also see the elephants there decked up to welcome JD Vance and his family, and also on the other side, the Rajasthani folk dance and music performances for JD Vance and his family. So those are the visuals of Amer Fort. Clearly a red carpet welcome as far as US Vice President and his family is concerned. JD Vance there speaking to locals who are performing for the family. In fact, he is at the iconic heritage site, Amer Fort. He is in Jaipur. This is a two-day visit as far as JD Vance is concerned. The Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister of Rajasthan also there to welcome the US Vice President. He is in fact waving at the locals there. Those are colorful visuals from Amer Fort. Let's go to Harsha. Harsha, colorful visuals coming in from Amer Fort. JD Vance and his family clearly enjoying the traditional dance forms that are being showcased, and there's elephant welcome also we can see.
Yes, absolutely. You can see the Kalbelia dancers in their beautiful black shimmering dresses right in front of where Vice President Vance has stopped with his two sons to take a look at what is happening. Of course, it is quite hot. So, the sun is, early mornings are really the best in Jaipur. It's getting quite hot, as you can see. And Second Lady Usha Vance carrying the children, and they're going past the folk performances. You can see the Kalbelia dancers in their black dresses, and behind them the Ghumar dancers, which is a very different kind of dance. The Kalbelia dance is more vigorous, and the Ghumar dance is, of course, is very traditional. It has very simple, graceful hand movements. Usha Vance carrying a 3-year-old Mirabelle. She's the youngest of the family. It's going to be a long walk for the family. As you can see, they're going up towards the Diwane arm. The red carpet has been put out for them in Amer Fort, and they're going up the stairs decorated with garlands. It's a steep walk up. It's a steep walk up to the Diwane arm and then inside to the Diwane khas. So this is a bit of a steep walk, and the family is taking a side route in to go up there. This looks like they're going towards the Shilla Devi temple, because this is where the Shilla Mata temple is. So before going into the Diwane Khas, it looks like they could perhaps be going into the Shilla Devi temple. It's a very famous temple in the Amer Fort, which was brought by yes, it is. They are going up towards the mandir. At least they're going up towards the entrance of the mandir. You can see that right there, written in front, that photography here is prohibited, and you can see the temple priest standing there. It's a very, very famous temple of Amer Fort, brought here, from West Bengal. The temple, the Shilla Mata was brought here from West Bengal. In fact, even today, the priests at the temple are from West Bengal. They're Bengali priests, and the family posing there for photographs, and then going up past the temple, towards into Diwane Arm. So it looks like they did not perhaps go inside the temple, but they definitely went past it, and then moved up towards Diwane Arm.
Right, and Harsha, if you can tell us what's next for JD Vance as far as his, cultural visit is concerned. Of course, now he is, we can see those visuals of the children enjoying the elephants, looking at those dancers, really enjoying those performances as well, the entire family. But what next? We believe there's a business summit after this. He could be delivering a speech as well. So take us through the itinerary. And you also said that the fort is a long walk ahead from now. So when will this visit really conclude for the family?
Well, they're supposed to be there for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. As you saw, they avoided the steep steps and took the side entrance via the Shilla Devi temple into the fort. Yes, those elephants there wearing their beautiful traditional silver jewelry, all of them ready to welcome the family as they came in, and now they have gone into the Divane arm, which is where they are now. We'll get you those visuals also shortly. In a bit, they are in Divane arm. They have gone inside and will be visiting Divane arm, from where you get a lovely view of the Kesar Kyari. And then from there, of course, inside to Divane Khas. So you saw Pushpa and Chanda, greeting Vice President Vance and his family and the children, clad sensibly today for the summer. All of them in their shorts and t-shirts. That's how you should be. It's very, very hot, and the fort is actually quite hot in the morning, and a lot of walking to do there in the morning.
Right, and Harsha, as we talk about, strengthening bilateral ties beyond a formal diplomatic channel, certainly, we know that Usha Vance is of Indian origin. So this visit, in a way, is aimed at giving a glimpse of Indian culture and heritage for the children as well.
Yes, absolutely. The optics, like we were discussing earlier, the optics is as important as talks across the table, diplomatic talks across the table. Remember, for any relationship between two countries, the optics is very important. And of course, everybody does connect with Usha Vance. She is originally from Andhra Pradesh, from a very scholarly family, which did a lot in terms of education. And she is from there. And, so that is definitely, important that her Indian roots are, there is a sort of a play on that. And I would say that the optics are very important, especially, when they walked off on the tarmac wearing kurta pajamas. There are Indian concerns for people who are studying there. There are several concerns that have been raised in the recent past few months. And to connect at a cultural level, at a personal level, at even a cultural identity level is perhaps very important for relationship between two countries. And like we were saying, technology and trade will come up at the business summit today, but this is also about taking the children back to their Indian roots.
Right, and also we believe the family will be visiting Agra and then returning to Jaipur to tour the city palace as well. So it is a tightly packed schedule. But also, Harsha, if you can take us through the public perception as well. What role does these cultural engagements, such as visits to these historical sites, really play as far as, ties between two nations are concerned? And how is this really shaping public perception in India, particularly, say, in a place like Rajasthan?
Well, I think, yes, definitely, because, people definitely look at the optics. Like I was saying, they definitely look at the optics. And, for Rajasthan, especially after the Macron visit, tourism went up. So, with Vice President's visit, they're hoping that the American tourists will also go up. So, these things also signal more than just a breakthrough or a thaw in relations or a strengthening of relations. They work in a very multi-pronged way. These kind of visits work in a very multi-pronged way. And they definitely, give the city a chance to put itself on the map, to showcase itself, for the people to realize that they have welcomed someone here, and they are very happy, to welcome such a VIP guest. So all that definitely goes into the entire effect. And of course, these visuals and images are going to be broadcast across India. So very, very important for Indian diplomacy and India-US relations as well.
Right, and also we are being given to understand that almost 34 Rajasthani artists will be performing, and there'll be folk songs, folk dances, and you've been mentioning a few of them as well. So Rajasthan government has, certainly spent lakhs on this, event to really showcase Rajasthani culture to J.D. Vance, his wife, and of course his 3 children.
Yes, absolutely. So you see the business summit, which has been very carefully crafted. In fact, the embassies have been asked to give in their name. So people who are coming in are people who is going to be on technology and trade. People who are coming in will be people from that area, faculty members, students. Again, a very important component that they thought of students. So students are also going to be part of this entire, sort of business summit, and where the Vice President is expected to address the gathering. So very important, technology and trade, so many Indians who are there working in Silicon Valley. And, interestingly, Usha Vance's family themselves, IIT experts who'd initially gone there in the 70s. biochemists and people from that side of the stream, where they had gone and, of course, settled there in the US. So very close cultural connect, very close intellectual connect. And, of course, given the new emerging economic global landscape with tariffs coming in, with the US-China relations, what is the opportunity for India? Definitely something that everyone will be keenly watching. And remember, like I told you, this is a think tank, people who've been invited, intellectuals have been invited, and students. Students have also been invited for this, apart from business leaders. So it's a very interesting mix of people who will be listening to Vice President Vance later this afternoon.